Hi, in this video I want to explain how to put a native template ad to a recycler view. The project result gonna be like this. We're gonna have a recycler view with some items, as you can see. If internet connection goes well and load the ad, after every three items we will see an advertise. This advertise is a native template ad, and it appears between our items. In one of my videos, I created a native template ad, and we also updated the deprecated code according AdMob Gradle 19.7.0. And I'm gonna use the same project, and I'm gonna create some recycler view and item here, and then I will put the same codes for this project. If you didn't see that video, I will put the link of that video on top right corner of this video. So I'm suggesting you go and watch that video, because I didn't follow the official instruction of the AdMob. We also replaced the deprecated code. So in this video, we don't use any unified native ad, and instead we use native ad format. So as you can see, this is the project we created, and I'm gonna use the same coding and the same file, same template. I already added some images here, because in this video I'm gonna add 7 items, as you can see, like this 7 items, and I will put 2 advertise between the items in the recycler view. Okay, let's talk about the idea. This is the main idea. I try to make it very simple. In main activity Java, which is this is main activity, we're gonna create our items, and we're gonna load our native ad, and after that we pass the items and native ad to different classes. Then these classes will be passed to the adapter, and the adapter is connected to different view holders, depends on the format of the item and the ads. And these view holders, as you can see, they are holding the card views. So we're gonna load 2 ads. So this native ad card view will repeat 2 times in this view holder, and I'm gonna make 7 items for recycler view, and this card view will be repeat 7 times for the item. Then the items and the ads are going back to the adapter, and then it will be set in the recycler view. However, it's not going directly to the recycler view in activity main XML. It's going back to the main activity Java, and main activity Java will do that. But the idea is after we repeat the card views, we're gonna set it in the recycler view. As you can see, for this project, we're gonna create 2 different card views, 2 different view holders, and 2 different classes. And we're gonna use 1 single adapter to manage these items. Okay, as you know, for creating any recycler view, first of all, we should add the dependencies for the recycler view and native add. So I'm coming to the project. I go to build Gradle file, into the dependency. Here I will make a new line, and I paste dependencies for recycler view and card view. I also will put these dependencies in the description, so you can copy and paste them and use them. So I'm gonna sync the project. Okay, I'm gonna start with making these card views. I'm gonna create 2 different card views, one for the native ad, one for the item. So I go back to the project, I go to the top, in the layout, I'm gonna right click. I'm coming to layout resource file. Here I will call it my item card view, and I'm gonna change this one to the card view. Okay, this is our card view. For this card view, first I'm gonna add a constraint layout, match parent, wrap content, and I will set margin 5 dp like this. Here I'm gonna add an image. I will set an ID. I'm gonna add one text view. Okay, as you can see, I made an image view for the image, a text view for the name, and another text view for the email. So simple. I also changed the design of this card view, so I will set margin by 5 dp. Also padding gonna be 5 dp, and card corner reducer, this is to make the corner round. I will put 5 dp. The height should be wrap content like this. Okay, I'm use Ctrl Alt L to rearrange the code. Perfect. This is our first card view for the item. We also have an error here. I have to close this one. Done. After this, I have to create another card view for our native ad. So I'm coming to the layout again, right click, new layout resource file, and here I will call my card view my add card view, and again I change this one to card view. Press OK. This is our card view. So exactly same the other one. I will set the margin 5 dp, set the padding 5 dp, and card corner I will set it 5 to be exactly like the other card view. Then to place an ad, we have to add a template view. So I will add a template view. It's gonna be match parent and height wrap content. Then I will set an ID for this. I will call it ID add template view. Also, I will set the template type small, like this. And I'm gonna close this one. I'm using Ctrl Alt L to rearrange the code. Perfect. So as you can see, now we have two different card view, one for our item and another one for the advertise. So after that, I will create a recycler view in the main activity XML file. So I go to the layout folder, activity main XML file. Here we have one text and one template view. We don't need them anymore, so I'm gonna remove them, and here I will add a recycler view. Recycler view is gonna be match parent, and match parent padding gonna be 5 like this. I will add a scroll bar vertical Also, to change this view to have a better look, I will add list item to my item card view, like so we can see how it look like, and I'm gonna close it. Also, we should not forget to set an ID. So for ID recycler view, like this. Good. Also, this is my add card view. I have to change this one to the wrap content. Okay. Now we already made our native add card view and item card view and recycler view. After that, I'm gonna create these two classes, one for the add and one for the item. So I go to the top, I click here in the Java folder, right click, I go to the new Java class. First of all, I will create a class for the item. So I will call it item class, like this. So we're gonna have three different item in the card view. As you can see, we have one image and two text view. So here in the class, I will declare three variable: private, final, int, image. This is gonna be for our image. Private, final, string, name. This is gonna be for our name, and private, final, string, email. Good. After that, we need a constructor. So to make a constructor, we're gonna right click, go to the generate, and generate the constructor here, like this. Then we need the getters. So we're gonna right click, generate, go to the getters, select all the items, press OK. Okay, this is our class. Now I'm gonna create another class for our native add. So again, I'm coming to the Java folder, right click, new Java class. Here I will call it add class. This is our add class. For add class, I only need one variable. It's gonna be the add loader. So private add loader, and I call it add loader. Then we need setter and getter. So I'm coming to generate. I will select the getter and setter, select the add loader, press OK. As you can see, it's generating the getter and setter automatically, and we're done here. Okay. Now we created recycler view, two card view holder, two classes, and it's time to create our holders, one for advertise and one for the item. So I go back to the project. Let me close this one and close this one. So I go to the Java folder again. I will right click on the package name, new Java class, and I call it item view holder. Press enter and I create. Now I have to extend this holder or class to RecyclerView ViewHolder. So I will type extend RecyclerView dot ViewHolder, like this. As you can see, we receive an error because we have to add a constructor. So I click on the red line using Alt and Enter and create the constructor, like this. Okay, first of all, I go to the class on the top, and I will declare my image views and text view here. They should be public because this view holder should communicate with the adapter. So I will use public values, image view, image view. Also two values for our text view. This one gonna be name, and this one gonna be for email, like this. After that, I'm coming to constructor, and I'm gonna find these values by ID. So to initialize them, I will use this image view dot find by id r dot id dot id. This is gonna be our image. Then like this. This is our first view holder. It's done. We close this one and we create another view holder for the advertise. So I'm coming here to Java folder, right click, new class, and this time I call it add view holder. Also I have to extend this one to RecyclerView dot view holder like this. We're gonna add the constructor like this. Then I go to the main activity because I want to use the same codes. So as you can see here, we have a template. So I'm using this line. I cut it and paste it here in the top of the class. So this one should be public also because it's going to communicate. And in the constructor, we're going to use this template and this view item to initialize. Like this. And after that, we go to the main activity again. We should create a style for our template, native template add. So I'm using this one. I will cut it, come here, and paste it here, like this. And after that, we should set our style to the template. So I'm using this line and paste it here. So as you can see, we transfer the files from the main activity to our view holder. Okay. Also, we should pass the native add to this view holder. To pass this native add to our view holder, we should create another method. It's gonna be public because it's communicating with other classes. Void set native add like this. It should receive the native add, so the format gonna be native add. And here, template dot native add and native add. So it's receiving the, as you can see, it's receiving the native add and pass it and set it to the template. To template we already cast it here and we create a style for that. So we don't need these lines here anymore, so I'm gonna remove them. Good. And this is our add view holder for the advertise. I close this one. Okay, now it's time to create our adapter. To create our adapter, we need another Java class. So I'm going to Java class again, right click, new and Java class. And I will call our adapter my adapter. This is our adapter. Good. So we extend this adapter to RecyclerView dot adapter. And we pass our view holder here. So as you can see, we have an error. So to get rid of this error, we come in here on this red line. I'm using Control I, and this window is coming. and as you can see, they are the missing methods. I keep them selected and press OK, and it's adding the missing method automatically, and the error will go away. Now we have the two different formats for our data. One of them is advertise. One of them is our custom data, which is contain image and one string for the name and one string for the email. So first of all, I will create two static values to use them for identifying the items, the item format. So I'm coming in the top of the adapter class, and I will create this static value. I set them as integer. So if the format is add, I'm gonna set the value 0. If it's not add, I'm gonna set the value 1, like this. Also, we need to create an array list for our data. To create this one, I will declare it here, private final array list. Okay, the format of this array list cannot be add class or item class. If I set the format add class, I cannot set any item class here. And if I set it as item class, I cannot sort any advertise here. So this array is gonna be a mixture of both format and both kind of data. So instead of these two classes, I will put here object. If I put it object, I can store any kind of data here. So I will call it object, and this one I initialize it by new array list, like this. Good. So after we created the items here, and we set them in the class, the classes are coming and passing to the adapter and will be stored here in this object array list. Okay. Now to identify the format of any item into the object, we have to add another method. I'm coming at the bottom, make a new line, use Control and O, and open this window. So I have to add get item view type. With this method, we can identify the type of data we have in this object array list. Okay, to identify the format of our item, we use another way. So I'm typing if object dot get position instance of native add. It says if the object value is native add, then we're gonna return is add. Else, otherwise, we're gonna return not add, like this. Also, it's time to update this get item type. So instead of 0, we will type object dot size, like this. Then we go to the onCreate view holder. Here I'm gonna remove this return null, and I will make a condition. If view type, this view type we have here, if view type is equivalent with is add, like this. Then here I gonna return the proper holder according our item type. So I will create a view. I call it view layout inflator dot from. Then we need to get the context. For context, I'm gonna use parent dot get context dot inflate. I will write that inflate like this. Then here I have to pass the card view for the advertise, this one. So I will write r dot layout dot my card view. Here I will type parent and false, like this, and then I will return a new add view holder, and I pass the view here. So here, if our item type is an add, so we use add view holder and we pass the view to add view holder. Else, otherwise, I'm gonna use my item card view and I'm gonna use item view holder. So I create another view like this. I'm using the same. I copy and paste it here. I only change this one to my item card view, and then instead of passing the add view holder, I'm gonna pass the item view holder like this. After that, we go to unbind view holder. We still need this condition, but this time to provide this condition, we're gonna use get item view type. So we write if get item view type, and we pass the position here, equivalent is add, like this, add view holder. I will call it add view holder, equivalent holder, and this holder type I have to cast this one to the add view holder, and then I'm gonna use this add view holder, set native add, and I will pass object here dot get and position. Also this object I have to cast the type as a native add, like this. And if the item type is not add, I will use the item view holder. To do that, I will type item class, I will call it item objects dot get dot position, like this, and this object should I cast it to item class, like this. Then item view holder. I will call it item view holder is holder, exactly like what we did here. Also, I have to cast this holder to item view holder like this. And something more, we have to set our image name and email here. So here I'm using this item view holder, and as you can see, they are our variable. I will set the image here, set image resource, and I will use this item class to get the values like this. Like this. Okay. Our adapter is almost finished. The only thing left, we should fill up this array list object. So to do that, we have to create two different methods. One of them we use for sending and filling up the object with the item, and one of them for the advertise. So to do that, I will use a public class, public void. I will call it set list, and it's gonna be a list. The format of this list gonna be item class, and I will call it list. In this method, I will simply write this dot object dot add all, and I will put this list here. So we use this set list, pass the list here, and this list will be set in the object and will be stored here. I will close this one, and I create another method, public void set add list. This list format gonna be add class, and I will call it native add. Then like that one, I will use this objects dot add all, and I will pass native add here. I will close this one, and after receiving the data, we have to notify the changed item in the recycler view. So we're gonna use notify data set change. Okay, now our adapter is finished and is completed. We don't have anything to do here for now, so I close it and I go to the main activity. We have an error here because we removed this text view from the main activity and we replaced it with a recycler view. So I'm gonna remove this unnecessary line. Yeah, we don't need them. Okay. Now here I will create a method, and I call it create native add. So create native add like this, and then to create this method, I'm coming on it and use Alt and Enter. Then I'm using this create method. It's coming here in the at the bottom of our main activity. Then I will use all this advertising code and initializing the SDK. I will cut them and put them here like this. I'm coming here in this method on add failed load. I will create a countdown timer here to reload the ad in case if it failed to load. So to do that, I'm just using new countdown timer. I will set it 10 seconds like this. Then I have to implement the missing method. I'm using Alt and I, and here I'm just adding a log. And here I'm just simply call the create native ad. Also, I can add a log here instead of this message. I will write reloading native ad, and I will start the timer like this. Also, I have a plan to load multiple ads. So to load multiple ads, I have to change this ad load. I'm just writing add loads, and here I will write the number of ads I want to load. I will put 2 here. This number could be maximum 5. So because as a Google instruction for the native ad, we can load maximum 5 advertise each time. So I will set it at 2. Okay. As soon as we load multiple ads, we have to pass this ad loader to our ad class to be able to handle each ad separately. To do that, at the beginning in this create native class, I have to declare a new ad class. To do that, I will type ad class. I will call it add class. Equivalent, I'm gonna initialize it with new add class like this. Now I'm coming at the bottom after I loaded the ad. I will add another line. I will use add class variable and set add loader, and I pass this add loader to add class variable like this. Then I go to top of the main activity and declare my RecyclerView adapter and also layout manager. So I declare them as a private RecyclerView. I call it RecyclerView. For the adapter, I will type private my adapter, gonna be my adapter. And also for layout manager, I'm using RecyclerView dot layout manager. It's gonna be layout manager like this. Also, I will declare a list for the item and another list for the native ad. So I will use another private array list, and the format gonna be item class, and I call it my list. Also for the advertise, I will create a list, format gonna be native ad like this, and it's gonna be native ad list like this. Then I go to onCreate method. Here, let me arrange the code using Ctrl Alt and L. I go to onCreate method, and here I will find the recycler view by ID, this recycler view. So I will write recycler view equivalent find view by ID r dot id dot id recycler view. I'm casting the recycler view. Also, I will set has fixed size as true. Recycler view set has fixed size, I put true. And also I gonna initialize my list I created here. So my list with a new array list. It's gonna be empty for now. And then I have to create my list. So I already created 6 images. I will create another image here. I'm coming to the drawable folder, right click, new. I go to vector asset, and I will find a random image. For example, this one. I will call it image 07, and it's coming here. So to create the item, I will write my list dot add, and here new item class r dot drawable. I have to set the image first, so I will set this image drawable dot image1. Then I have to put a name. It should be a string. So for example, I will write James, and email gonna be James, should be a string, James @email.com. Like this is the first item. I copy this one and use it for another 6 items like this, and change them for creating new items. Also, I will change this name. I will paste these names here. Good. Now I have to initialize the layout manager. So my layout manager is new linear layout manager like this, and we have to pass the context here. I just simply write this. Then I'm gonna initialize the adapter with new adapter, and then I pass the list and set the list to my adapter. So my adapter dot set the list, and I will pass this list here, my list. After that, I have to set the adapter to RecyclerView. So I'm writing RecyclerView dot set layout manager, and also RecyclerView dot set adapter, my adapter, like this. Okay. As you can see, we already created a list and we set to RecyclerView. Now we should initialize our native add list and fill it with the ads. To do that, I'm just coming here. Before calling the native add, I will initialize this native add list. So I'm writing native add list is new array list. Then we call this create native add. As I told you, I set the add loader by 2 to load 2 ads for us. Then when the ad is loading, it's coming here to on native add loader method. Here at the bottom of this condition, I'm making new line, and I will use this native list, and I will fill it with the native add here. I copy this one and paste it here. Good. Then I have to verify all the ads are loaded successfully. And when every ad's loaded, we can pass the list to the adapter. To do that, I'm using a condition if add class, this is add class, we made it here, and we pass our add loader to the class. Now we use the same variable. So add class dot get loader dot is loading. If it's not loading, it means all the ads are loaded successfully. So then in this condition, I will add my adapter. I will use this method to set the advertise dot set add, and then I pass the native add list to here, like this. Okay, now I think we have a small mistake here. Yes, the format here should be native add. So the error is gone. Okay, now everything's done. We did everything, and we can test the app. Okay, this is our application. SDK is initialized, we have an error. Let's see what error is. Yeah, we have error here in item view holder. Yes, this one. This should be item view. Let's try again. Yes, this is our items here, and ads are not loaded yet, so we cannot see any ad here yet. As soon as our ads are loading, they should appear somewhere here. Yes, as you can see, there are 2 ads added in our recycler view at the bottom. Okay, now you have an idea how is it working. If you want to arrange the advertise between these cart views, you can use different methods. So I'm just doing it simply. However, it's not the best method, but it gives you idea how it works. To do that, I go to my adapter. At the top, I will create another method like public void. I will call it set object like this, and it should receive an array list. The format of this array list this time should be object, and I will call it object. Then here, first of all, we should clean this list. So I'm just writing this dot object dot clear. After that, this dot object dot add all, and I pass this object here like this, and in the end I will notify data set change. Like this. Also, to get off this error, I have to change this one to dot. Like this. Then I go to main activity. I go to the top. I will declare another array list. So I will write private array list, and the format should be exactly as same as this new array list we created here. So I will type object, and I will call it object. Then I'm coming here to create native ad. I will initialize the object new array list like this. Then I'm coming here and fill this object. I'm coming here in this condition. I will write object dot add. Here I will add the first item of my list dot get dot 0. This is gonna be the first one. I will copy this line and paste it for another 6 times. So gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Oh, so we don't have 7. Yeah, because we have 7 items here, and we add these items one by one here. So also we have 2 items in this native add list. After 3 items, we add one advertise. So I will use the same coding, object.add.native add list.get.0. I copy this one and paste it here, and instead of 0 I will put 1, and then instead of passing this native add, I will pass this object here. So I copy this one and paste it here. Also I have to change this one, dot set object, like this. Okay, let's try it again. I'm gonna remove the log. Okay, as you can see, this is our recycler view. We're gonna wait till ads are loading. As soon as ads are loading, they're coming to the list, and the list gonna be refreshed. So we get the ads exactly like this order. The 3 items are here. After that, we get one advertise, again another 3 items, and another advertise. And as you can see, the content and value of the advertise are different because we loaded different advertise by using load ads. Okay, this is all I wanted to talk about implementing native add to a recycler view. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you find this video helpful, please don't forget to leave a like and also subscribe for more videos. Thank you and goodbye.